Welcome to Mega Man X8. This is Kung Fu Jesus. And we're going to be tackling whatever snow avalanche Yeti guy this time. I just bought some upgrades. I bought a retry chip 3 spare energy and a life up for X. And we got that weapon for Zero last time, the B fan, so I got that. And I'll demo that as soon as I can. And nothing for Axel, because he doesn't need it. Because we're not going to use him. Just going to go play through Central Way. Get to go down to Antarctica. It's pretty cold down there, but if there's one thing we've learned about Mega Man games, it's that our main characters don't care about the climate at all. It could be underwater or in the South Pole, and they just operate perfectly. I replaced the music in this stage too because I don't like the default one, and I really like the music I replaced it with. Now, it might be a tad inappropriate.
Avalanche Yeti!
But I think it's better than generic rock solos. Avalanche Yeti is not necessarily a Yeti, but since no one really knows what a Yeti looks like, we'll just give him the creative license. Notice he's got the green nipples that Zero seems to have as well. I wonder if that's like you have like a standard Reploid package, you know, and you can choose to have like green nipples and like crests on your helmet, and like you can choose to have, I don't know. There it is. Yeah, ice. I chose Ice Cap. Yeah, that's Ice Cap though from Sonic 3. In this level, we just ride, avoid the enemies. And we got Zero with his beam like thing. Does a lot more damage than any other weapon. It's also really wide, which is nice. Man, the frame rate on this is just killing me. You gotta record it, but it's so choppy. I always had problems with these levels in the earlier X games because you'd be sideways, you know, instead of this front racing action, and then there'd be like a surprise, a pit or something. I could never deal with that. There's always too much of a surprise for me to handle. And so I'd wind up having to play through it about 10 times to memorize the level, where to jump, what to jump over. This one you can't jump, you can slow down. That's it. We play a little mini boss guy. He drops guys. He comes down and shoots you, and you just boost at him. And oh, I got it. There he goes. Now, I was watching Bob Ross last night. He can make the most, the mundanity of painting into a happy task. You know, the cleaning of the brush ceremony that he has, where he takes it and he rubs it in the bucket, and then he says, "Happy brush cleaning time," and then he smiles while he rubs it on the paint stand or whatever. I just, you know, I thought that's really a unique talent, because if I could learn to apply that same sort of, you know, look on the bright side of everything, I think this game would be a lot more enjoyable. Leave it to me. And there goes Zero. second part of this level, they just throw so many enemies at you, you're like, oh. Sort of have to memorize too, but it's like impossible to get any of the upgrades in this level right now because I don't have. You need weapons, or you need to come through with Axel and Zero if you don't want to have the lightning weapon. Whatever. All right, we get a fresh start with Zero.
Ready. Here I come.
See, Axel's gimmick is that he can still rapid fire in his little neck. So it's sort of nice, but he's really weak, and you know, fighting that mini boss, you just have to, because if you don't kill him as soon as possible, he sort of flies back up. And you have to wait for him to stop shooting guys at you. Let's talk more pilot, eh, boy? You know, bottomless pits. At least it's not a surprise bottomless pit. Keep those guys from exploding on you, you just boost past them and how do you avoid that? I mean, he's gonna explode no matter what you do. I really like Zero's weapon for this level because it's so wide it can hit multiple enemies even if you're not aiming it. It's like the shotgun of this game. I'm gonna try going this way instead. Fight this guy again. I don't know what he's. I think it's supposed to be some kind of animal, maybe a stingray. Maybe that's that stingray guy from X4, and he's sort of like he's back, you know, but they didn't make him a boss because they never repeat bosses. Never. Come on. And I just gotta get up and do his thing. Drops these guys at you. You just boost past them and they explode behind you. Don't get hit by that. It sort of hurts a lot. There he goes. Whew. And this level's hard enough, and then like no health. The upgrade, one of them is up there I need a weapon for, and the other one you have to get across this insane gap to get up on this sort of like arch thing. There's a metal up there. just to keep me going. So this boss is basically like Wheelgator.
I will not let you get in our way.
Avalanche Yeti, what do you think you're doing?
You
also
old
like
model Reploids have
communist
no
snowman.
business here. Get out of here, X.
No way! If we don't repair this system, the world's ecological balance is at risk. You're a maverick.
I think Maverick is a code word for
Let's switch!
alright. 1 health. He's got Wheelgator's trick of diving into the ether and popping up. Yep, I got my spare energy. That looks like the Shoryuken, but I know for a fact. There we go. Damn it. It sounds like the Shoryuken to me.
Ready.
But then it sounds like he's saying like Crystal Blast or something. I don't know. Might be both of them.
I will.
Oh, we just skipped that. Ow. Ow. Okay, desperation time. He sits there and blows giant snowflakes that don't really give you any trouble. I don't know. Alright. Little dabble do you there. Happy death. Just take that death. Just use the tip of your brush and just sort of rocking chair motion. Just rock the brush there. And that's it. That's it. And now maybe you just
Mission accomplished.
and get some pretty cool weapons. Get the Drift Diamond.
Weapon get.
That spiraling upper there is a really nice attack, especially when you get the knuckle for Zero.
That looked like a hard fight, but there was never any doubt that you'd come out on top.
When you get the knuckle for Zero, the weapon, and you use that attack, he says, "Sure, you can." Yeah, it's got the. They just put that in there. For giggles, I'm gonna.
I've completed the analysis of the Maverick data accumulated so far.
It's like data. Put it in a beaker.
What makes new generation Reploids resistant to viruses is their copy chip. The copy chip can actually change a Reploid's DNA.
Did you examine my data?
Isn't this like common, like This is like the principle of how those like robots are changing shit.
Yes,
I don't know.
I compared your data to the copy chips in new generation Reploids. I found something very interesting.
Sigma?
Yeah, we just sort of like took this data and then we put it in a beaker and then we stuck it in this machine and it put it through some like cheesecloth and then evaporated it through like a still, and then we were left with this like image of this guy.
The data embedded in the copy chips closely resembles that of Sigma. I'm not exactly sure what this means, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't worry me.
Alright. I'm just gonna like go into
Roger! Let's do it!
I'm just gonna rock out here and go here and show you a couple moves that I've picked up. Since someone was saying that they like seeing the stuff you get from the bosses, because I think they're pretty cool too. I mean, you get some of them are pretty useless, to be quite honest. Most of the guns that you get for Axel are useless. There's one that's just amazing though. It sort of makes up for the rest of them. It's the one you get from Optic Sunflower. It can go through enemies, and it does many hits, and it does lots of damage. Also, it sounds really obnoxious, makes a lot of noise. But hey, it's a giant beam of death. And but you know, the flip side of that is that the weapon you get for X from Optic Sunflower is an unusable piece of crap that you're supposed to use in Dark Mantis, and he's jumping around. It's like impossible. Well, whatever.
Ready.
Okay. So so far we got the squeeze bomb from what's it called? The guy in this stage, Gravity Antonian. So this thing. It sucks projectiles into its grip. Does some damage, I guess. Next we got the Shadow Runner that I was using against Gravity Antonian. It's just this. I can't charge these up yet because I don't have the Buster upgrade. But the thing is, it's like that boomerang cutter in X1 where you shoot it off and it uses up energy, but then if it comes back to you without hitting something, you get the energy back. So that's pretty cool. Now, one thing I want to know is, does it pick up? No, I guess not. I was wondering if it picked up like medals or items. Okay, then we got Drift Diamond. Two-directional. It's actually better than it looks. It's not as difficult to hit things as you might think, because if you use the enemies you use it against are airborne mostly, and so you just stand all the way across the stage from them, and there you go. They get hit. Especially Burn Rooster. Burn Rooster's a total just a pushover with this weapon. Just you use it and then it's frozen, and then well, you'll see when I fight him. All his attacks put him in exactly the position to be hit by it. Alright. And Green Spinner we got from Bamboo Pandemonium. It's this big honking missile thing. When it hits something, it blows up. Little explosion there. Uses a shit ton of weapon energy for, I guess it's a lot of damage. I don't know.